So hey guys, it's your boy Kyn Kyan and we are back with another one. Now, what do I want to show you? So I want to show you two things. I want to show you Vulkan and then I want to show you Coco. So I've incorporated Vulkan into this lineup. I've taken out Candy just because of the bug when I fight Pierre. It's just getting annoying. So I'm tired of like having lots of losses. So we're going to look at a few fights with Vulkan in place of my Candy and what we are getting. So let's start. So one of the first things is we push back this tank. That's always been a focus of our team. We get this web down for the silence. We then get Kongming's portal down on someone. We pull Pierre this time. Vulkan knocks Pierre out. We get a bunch of ults into this area here because everybody here is bunched up nicely for us. Keep ulting. We then want another pull. So we'll grab another hero out. Oh, it was Brynhild. Did we knock him out? We knock her out. We kill her. We get some more ults going. We got 2 layers of Vulkan now going. We've got a few heroes that are on Vulkan's lava. So we're getting a bit of continuous damage there, and we just whittle everyone else out. Webs keep silence, stop like key skills going off, and we are fine. So that one was much easier. And if you see the damage, see here, Emily top damages, Medea, Alma, Kongming, Vulkan. Nothing from this Pierre, nothing from Ufa, never will be. Brynhild, look at Brynhild's damage compared to my team. Look at Ovid's, and even look at this aerial. We control the amount of damage coming out. Now, another thing is that this Vulkan is adding armor. So it's what my Candy does. She adds the shield. My Vulkan adds armor to this lineup. So as soon as everyone's on lava, they get a bit of armor, and they get a shield, which is nice. Healing, we don't really need to heal. This other team healed a lot more, but again, controlled. Damage reduced, nice. And even this is nice, but we punch through it. Now here we're going to see 2 different fights. When I fight, so this is someone fighting me, it's Wedmac. I'm going to show these fights because it's going to be about Coco and what she does and just why it's effective. But we'll see here, because these 2 fights here are going to be completely different. I'm going to grab different heroes and so forth. So in this fight, we're going to see the same kind of thing. Push back on this Ufa. We also got this Lilith there for some reason. Web goes down, silence, pull the Ovid. Vulkan knocks out the Ovid. Ult goes in here. And we still got this silence down. This is the key thing. We still got this silence down. We get Vulkan, ults into here. Silence goes down again. Kongming ults into here. Do we get the pull yet? Are we going to pull anyone? Yeah, we pull this Quinox out now. So Quinox gets pulled out to here. Kongming will knock back this Quinox, interrupting this skill here. And then we got a little bit of AoE going on here. Now, this whole team is on the lava. So this is something we want. We want Vulkan to get off another ult here. Vulkan ult. Boom, this is nice. So we get off another Vulkan ult. And now we got 2 layers. And look at my life. This fight was so close, it was unbelievable. We got control here. This Ovid's not doing anything. So now this Ovid's in the portal. We probably are going to get some heal off. Yeah, there we go. There's that heal. Ovid breaks the portal. Or the portal's finished. And the healing that we just got is also done. We can kill off Ovid. Now we just can come and kill off Lilith. This fight, where we got the 3 layers off, we're going to see a lot more damage from Vulkan. So Vulkan top damages, then Medea, then Alma, then Emily, Kongming. Quinox control, no damage. Ufa never gonna be damaged. Pierre, Ovid, and Lilith. Much better damage than we saw in that first fight, but our team again doesn't need to heal that much. Their team heals, but we still punch through. Damage reduced is as it always is. So then we see this fight here. Now, the thing about Kongming's pull is it doesn't pull the same hero every single time. So the knockback is always going to be the same. There's the knockback. This time we grab Lilith. However, we got the silence down. The silence still hits in the same place every single time. Oh, they both used it there. That's a bit dangerous. So this time, Vulkan and Kongming both used a pushback. So now I've got a wasted pushback. We get ults off into this area here. This Lilith is alive. Oh, someone died. Who died? Someone back here died. Maybe the tank. Maybe Ufa died. Lilith is still here. We're still controlling up here nicely. Emily's got a bit of a distraction up here as well. So we'll get some focus down here in this area. Pierre jumps back in. Lilith has to fall because she just under silence. There she goes. And then Pierre will fall as well. And again, easy fight. This time much different. Nobody's really in Vulkan's lava. Vulkan won't be the top damager. Probably, yeah, Emily. Emily takes the damage for us here. Medea, Alma, Kongming, Vulkan. But this time, much more control of this damage. Much more control of this damage. Even though we had a hero drop, control this damage much better. And it's just what the team does. Just what the team does. Again, guys, I always say it, you don't need legends to beat these teams. You know, you just need a fort plan. And if you have a fort plan, you're going to be a-okay. So, what do I want to talk about now? I want to talk about Coco. So if we're talking about Coco, let's go to heroes, let's go to marksman, and let's go to Coco. We want to talk about this skill, assassinate. Lies in wait before battle, suddenly appearing and dealing damage to nearby enemies, also lowering their armor and dodge, immune from damage during assassinate. Now, something it doesn't say is like Coco doesn't have a set position on the field, so depending on what heroes you use will depend on where Coco goes. So when she's using this skill, what's usually happen is that she uses assassinate. Your heroes, because she's lying in wait, your heroes are attacking someone else. So let's say they're attacking west. Coco appears, and then your heroes will stop attacking west. Coco goes into the lineup, and then your heroes start to attack Coco. This means that you've almost triggered west to ult. West ults, and you know what the rest of the story is. Now, I think this is very mechanical. And when you're talking about like armor pen teams, it's very vital because Coco comes in, she's dropping armor. West has high armor pen. When you add that York and give him the attack damage, and you've triggered him to ult, it's game over. And it's why my team suffers so much from these lineups. So if we look at this fight here, Wedmac fights a much stronger version of my team. And we're going to see what I'm talking about. Pushback, Coco appears, and then everybody's just going to drop like flies. And my team is not really doing any damage. They're trying to focus down on the Coco because Coco is in the tank position in this tankless lineup. And it's just game over. We can't drop anyone because we switch our targets. It's frustrating, but this is part of the mechanics. And it's where Coco appears. Coco can appear in anywhere. So well, let's go Alliance. Let's go to Alliance Duel. Let's go see. Actually, I got fights here. So let's go see Wintel. So we're going to see a Coco that appears in front of Lucifer. So rather than appearing over here, she's going to appear over here. Now she's still behind the tank. And my team still has to get to her. She's triggered to ult. He's triggered to ult. Brunhild's triggered to ult. And really, I'm a bit lucky. I don't know why none of these skills are hurting me. I managed to get through it. Now, if this Ufa wasn't there, let's say this Ufa was a, I don't know, a West, I would be down. If it was a Pierre, I would be down, because the speed up in this lineup, I wouldn't be able to live with it. It would have just been instantaneous burst at the start of the fight. Now, I get lucky a bit. I drop a few heroes, and I win this fight. But the problem here is just that Ufa. One, he's not a magic tank. Two, I prefer damage over Ufa. It's why I go tankless. I just prefer damage over anything. So let's see another fight. So we're gonna see Storm. So Storm has an Aurora. So we're gonna see a Coco that, rather than being here now, is going to be here in front of Aurora. And you can see it here, how long it took for my team to actually start doing damage to this Coco. And look how look at my heroes. Almost dead. And this Coco is acting, I don't know, it's like a counter burst almost. So when people are saying to you like Coco's not effective, Coco has more skill sets than just dropping armor. A well-built Coco is not going to drop that fast and that easy. You know? Like I don't even know what power it is, but I don't think we're talking like in terms of like how my team is. That Coco is up there. Oh, it is. Oh, okay, my team just burst. Maybe it's just, why is it with West that I can't kill this? I cannot kill this if it's with West. Interesting. It's stronger than my team. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I'm wrong. But we look at this fight here. Now, this is an interesting fight, because here we got two people who come in after the fight starts. Both have a positional thing dependent on where others are. So you see here that Blisser's all the way up here. That's because this is where Coco is. So Blisser is focused on where Coco is. Coco jumps to Aurora. Now, my team can't burst down. Alma gets dropped. And usually where I'd be like really happy to fight a team like this, like a hybrid team like this, I find myself worried because I just don't know what's going on. Ingrid goes down, which is pretty vital for me, I feel, at this point, because I've got nobody. No ult there from Medea. This Brunhild's at full health. I'm going to get dropped. Yeah, so we punch through the fight and I get dropped. Even though I've taken out the Coco now, Coco done her job. She dropped armor. She got Brunhild a kill. Got Brunhild to ult. Put my team in a really bad situation. We look at Poem Tune. He's using the Lucifer build. So Coco's out here waiting. Lucifer stops. Coco doesn't come here. She goes to Lucifer. And again, look, there's just no damage happening on this Coco. Fight's finished. So there's certain lineups where it's going to work really well, certain lineups where it's not going to work really well. Something that happened here is this link between Aurora and Pierre speeding up this Brunhild. Brunhild gets an ult off so quick, the fight's done. But this is what Coco's doing, and when I say, like, is this fair that your hero is focused down on a hero, this hero who appears damages you, has immunity while she's damaging you, then jumps back in front of another hero and then tanks the damage while you've already made this hero close to ult, they ult, and you're finished because you can't touch that hero anymore. Your team cannot focus. It needs to switch the skills to focus to them, and it's just not enough. Now, I like lineups that don't have Coco, and I find that they're much harder. Now, if you run a West, you might be thinking, what's he talking about? Because my Coco never jumps in front of my West, and it's because of the timing of the skills. So we see here, this has got Coco in it, and we're going to see what happens here. So West moves, Coco appears, so Coco jumps to York. Now you have a nice bunch up here where the speed up just going to run through the team. West is ulting, and I get destroyed. Could probably have fought me with just the 4 heroes, didn't really need Candy in there. But that's what happens. Guys, I don't know what you think. I think it's mechanical play. There's ways that you can get around that Coco. It's harder. I've done it with a dodge team, getting around that Coco. So forcing just the enemy team just to miss their first foray of attacks. So double tanking it. Going tankless is much harder. We see people going for support. Aerial, you know, getting shields down early into the front row. Quinox cloning is effective against teams like that because it's an interrupt skill. Interruption, early interruption is good against that. It's good against these teams. I think Teresa's silence would hit West quite quick. I don't know. Guys, you tell me what you think. And I'll see you on the next one.